Oh, there's some mud rats out there that have no genes almost, I feel like.
Like mud rat humans?
Yeah, just people that are just smoking their own there who have no real like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've met some people who, yeah, they're breathing, but that's it, really.
Yeah, this idea that we're all created equals, you've never met anybody that's a genius, if you say that. I've met some people that I'm like, I talk to them, I go, oh, I'm like a monkey compared to you. You know?
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real...
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't...
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the... Yeah. They're like sick, yeah.
But well, how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like, once he goes, you can't... You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like, you're sitting there honking the horn, you can't... That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about? You know a lot of Hawaiians are low-key Filipinos?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's remarkable, man. I met so many Filipinos, man. They're great, huh?
Oh, I love Filipinos.
Fuck, they're good.
Well, you know, I play a lot of pool. They're just friendly people, man. Real friendly people.
If I die, or whenever I die, I am going to... I want the last person I see to be Filipino.
Really?
Easily. Who do you want to see, you think?
Why Filipino?
You telling me you're dying, right? You're like, oh, gosh. And then some guys are like, hello. My name's Joey.
Joey's a common Filipino name.
Joey, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Sonny. They have like kind of easy names, you know?
Yeah, friendly names.
Happy names, yeah.
Happy names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. You'd be like, okay. Well, back then you could kind of kill somebody and it was easier, you know? Think about like the Wild West, right? Like if you killed somebody, they drew a picture of you.
Right. Wanted. All you have to do is shave your mustache.
Oh, that's not it. I'm looking for a guy with a mustache.
You could become
Where'd he go?
Bro, you could literally go across behind a boulder, shave, come back to the town, get a job as a sheriff, and look for yourself for 20 years. My buddy starts laughing so hard, he's like kind of convulsing a little bit, my buddy Scott, and the waiter was a black gentleman and a gay guy, and we never seen a gay black dude, right? So anyway, he starts doing the Heimlich maneuver on my buddy, right? And he wasn't choking, he was just losing his shit because he was so fucking geeked up on LSD, right? So, bro,
this dude's doing a Heimlich and he's not even choking?
He's not even fucking choking.
Did you tell him he wasn't choking?
I couldn't speak. I was laughing so fucking hard. I like to get right on the... I like to be a peeping Tom if I can. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner. I used to love that shit. But do you think ever that Mother Nature has a plan, a bigger plan, where in the end it all ends up that we're like trans, like Ben Simmons is, like all like crossed? You know what I'm saying?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is like a Mick. He's a black and I think he's black and white, right? He played at LSU. He's a great basketball player.
What does it have to do with his sexuality?
But he's beige. You know what I'm saying? He's beige. Does it? You know what I'm saying? Does it end? Because we don't. Here we go. Dude, I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going. 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him, like, hey, man.
2:30 in the morning? I got locked out. And the blender's on, son. Oh, my God. He must have hated you.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh, my God.
So now he's pissed, and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was into January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 35. I was 35. I like to get some different hobbies and stuff like that.
Like what?
I don't know. Sometimes I thought about maybe getting into golf. Like, that's one thing, like in Nashville, it's like most people just there's just a lot of drinking and golf.
Talk to this dude. He's a golfing fool. Him and Tony Hinchcliffe and Ron White.
Oh, Tony's built for it.
Built for golf?
I think so. He's just that perfect. He looks almost like Pinocchio's old, crazy brother. You know what I'm talking about? Pull him up. Dude, we used to get high when we were kids, and we'd go outside and get high, and then I'd come back in early into my buddy's house, and I would tell his dad, I would be like, "Oh, Mr. Mike, man," because his dad was like had a lot of like anti-gay energy,
Really?
Yeah, and he would just say stuff all that, like queers, just say stuff, just like ignorant shit,
Did he have his pants off when he did that?
I didn't see anything like that. But I'd come in after we'd been out there smoking weed. I'd come in and I'd be like, "Mr. Mike, man, they were being." I don't know, Richard was over and people were just being kind of
touchy-feely.
Yeah, it's just real strange out there.
You bait him? Did you bait him?
Yeah, bro. So then, dude, my friends Adam would come back inside, man, and his dad would be like, "What in the fuck have you boys been doing out there? You've been queering." Dude, I remember being at the library when I was young, and this is back when they had books,
What do they have now?
I don't even fucking know. Are libraries still open? Who's in there? Just people trying to finger each other? Who's in a fucking library? Can you even imagine
I guess
being
people
in a
that just want books.
Yeah,
what about homeless people? Do they allow homeless people in libraries?
Yeah, can we just start calling them shelters? You know what I'm saying? And serve lunch? There's nothing better than being in a pool talking to somebody and peeing at the same time. Like at point blank
There's a lot
range.
of things better than that.
Yeah, you're right, boy.
There's a lot of things better than that. That's not even in the top 1,000. Out of all the good things, the smell of fresh baked bread is better than that.
All right, maybe, dude.
Without even eating it.
Yeah, if you got a fucking kitchen or whatever, yeah, but still, I'm saying if you're really just out in the elements, dude, be in point blank range urinating in somebody else's space and
that
they
doesn't
don't know it.
do anything good for me. I feel like a terrible person for pissing on somebody.
Yeah, you're right. Dude, I remember when I could first at Jack, I remember they had this lady, I'd go outside in the morning, so I'm in outside, and they had this lady that would walk these two dogs, right? And so because I remember seeing on Nature Channel where if like there's urine or animals won't, it's like territory,
right?
So I remember she'd walk these two dogs, and I would do it in like different spots to see if the animal, like what they would do, like a reaction. And the little one would go over there, and the big one would never even.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the little one, I guess, almost felt like. Yeah, maybe the little one's over there. Yeah.
You want to go over and sniff your loads.
But the big one didn't want that smoke, baby. He didn't want none of it, dude. Dude, one time I was on this bus, man. I used to go work at this farm in the summer. And so I would take the bus up there to Greyhound. And they had this dude on there. He's sitting on there and next to me. And he's like, "Hey, you want to see something?" And I thought it was going to be his dick, because, it's a freaking Greyhound bus.
He says, yeah.
But and I said no the first couple of times, but the trip got longer, and I was like, all right, fuck it, yeah, I'll see it. He opened up, he had a bag of jewelry and a gun. He had robbed a jewelry store before he got on the bus.
Christ, he wanted you to see it?
He just wanted, I think he wanted to kind of take some of the pressure off of him by sharing it with somebody else. And then he even said, like, "Oh, we should get off at this next stop." And I'm like, I'm not in this shit.
He's going to throw the bag at you and call the cops. Yeah. I found him.
Dude, the mall?
Yeah? The mall?
I think because you'd have probably think of all the he's behind all the
hiding Cinnabon behind the counter.
Yeah, just in there, just squeezing frosting into your mouth, pumping shells.
It would be a good excuse to eat that food because, look, I gotta eat something.
And that stuff will keep because a lot of that stuff has all the preservatives in it.
Yeah.
So you'd have that. You'd have mannequins in there. Think about that. You could set up like a like a Mirage.
Right. Like a fake sort of situation.
Yeah.
Where people would think that, but you're behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the mall, I think, could be good. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I would go to the mall.
Really?
Yeah.
The mall.
Yeah, because nobody's at the mall anymore.
But the dumbest people are at the mall. They're going to f*** it up for you.
They got to go.
They're going to go, "The Russians are here, guys!"
Look.
Like, hey, shut the f*** pretending to be a mannequin.
Yeah. I'm like, "Hey, give me a medium." Okay.
You didn't love the French?
I love the Canadians.
French Canadians.
Yeah, I'll take them.
You love Canadians, period.
I love Canadians, period.
But do you love French Canadians?
Yes, because they are Canadian. But French, bro.
Not into French?
And nobody is.
They make great wine.
Yeah.
That's not true. People go to Paris every year.
Yeah, but they leave. It's not the kind of place people are milling around, man.